Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room, and we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun. Love. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Texans.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Play fake. Here's Love. Incomplete.
Love's pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Love from the gun. Flushed out right. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. He's got Adams on the hookup. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Texans nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a dump off here complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Green Bay's third-year punter, J.K. Scott, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Wiggles free. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It'll be a 9-yard gain that time, but it'll also be the final play of this first quarter. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 18. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Check right 47. Check right 47. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the red zone now, Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And into the end zone, it's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Now Crosby for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Packers 14, Texans 7.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It fights him off. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 88 yards. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Now it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Some might say that he's got looked at in and absorbed the contact, but even at his size, that's a tough throw to hold on to. He was unable to on that attempt.
On 2nd down now, Muhammad. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is going to be Packer football. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
It's caught by Funchess. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And the Packer 1st down.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st down, Green Bay.
Operating from the gun, Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Taimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's now
so after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the air again, Love, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they start the second half with Johnson. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. But he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then
looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Run for Green Bay.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
The tackle made.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
8-yard pickup. First down, Green Bay.
Love, they go play action now. Funches has it complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
First down, Packers.
First down, going to the air with Love. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The sack there by J.J. Watt. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
11. And it's third down.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Crosby on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, here's Watson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
At the 42-yard
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, Muhammad. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Houston, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play. Make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Working out of the gun. Love. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And a Packer 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st down, Green Bay.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Love from the gun. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's got a first down and then some in midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Josh Jackson. A big seam, and he might go all the way.
Here we go. Here we go.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Mason Crosby.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Cooks on the return. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
Showtime today, baby.
And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's Cooks on the return. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Watson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. Eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Mike 2, Mike 2. In the face.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Mike 2, watch 2, watch 2. Watch the slant. Mike 31.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And this is caught at the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans cut into that lead.
For the extra point.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get at it.